Hello, my fellow Leos, and welcome to your July 2019 reading for the month. I have already pre-shuffled the cards, so you didn't have to hear them all shuffling while I was recording this. I do want to mention there is an additional expanded read on this reading that is available in my Vimeo page if you were interested. The link will be in the description box below. Let's get started. So your first card, 7 of coins, upright. Ooh, 6 of coins in reverse. And the 7 of cups in reverse. So this does look like a time with the 7 of coins of manifesting, and I do feel like you are reaping the reward or the benefit or there's some sort of gain, there's some sort of manifesting that has taken place. With the 6 of coins in reverse right next to this, I kind of have this feeling when you look at this 7 of coins anyhow, that this person has got this beautiful tree and it's got all these golden pentacles on there. So there's something that this person or you have manifested, that you have brought to fruition. However, I feel like it's maybe it wasn't as great as you thought it was going to be, or maybe the end, I don't even feel, it's a 7, so it's not an end result anyhow. It's just like working through this, and this is where you are at this point. So it feels like there is something that has come in for you that has manifested or is going to manifest for you throughout the month of July. And I feel like there is still some sort of like, not so much that wasn't enough for me, but like at the end of it, like when this does manifest, I feel like it wasn't all that you thought it would be or wanted it to be. And I feel like there is still more work to be done in order for you to reach that peak experience, like that huge, that big, like that bold manifestation. The 7 of coins, what comes after that is the 8. And so that's about working hard to establish this security, this stability, this independence. So if you're just starting a new business or a new job or some sort of even a new relationship, I feel like this is, you're seeing the results, you're seeing things come back to you, just may not be that peak experience. It looks like there's something that's a little out of balance with it, and I feel like that's why this person is kind of looking like, that's it, or this isn't what I thought, I thought it would be bigger than this, or whatever. I feel like there's something that's still out of balance, and so I want to bring that to your attention so that you can look deeper into that and you can figure out what that is. This is when you're manifesting, or when we're seeing cards like this and with the pentacles, this isn't always about money. This isn't always about possessions. This is about things you value. So some of you may be out there and like you're searching for a job, and then you kind of get this job that comes in for you and it wasn't all that you thought it would be or wanted it to be, or that sort of thing. It can be if you're looking to, purchase a new home or something, and then, you got things going, and then all of a sudden it was like, it's like, maybe you see things like, I weren't seeing all this, but there's something that looks like it's not balanced in this situation. So if things are not turning out for you exactly the way you had anticipated, you had, wanted, or you had desired, be patient for one thing. And for another thing, it's giving you the opportunity to take a deeper look, because there's just something that's a little out of balance with the situation. Again, I want to bring this up. Mercury's getting ready to go. We're in shadow right now. It's going to be going retrograde at the very beginning of July. So again, that's not a great time for any long-term contracts, big purchases like homes, cars, that sort of thing. Can even be in relationships. So just throwing that out there. What I do see is you seeing through the fog, seeing through the the confusion and gaining some significant clarity. I do feel for you during the month of July that whatever has not panned out the way you had hoped for or wished for is maybe not during the month of July, probably into August. You're going to recognize that it was for your greater good, that there was just something that weren't in alignment, there was something that was not balanced, and so, I feel like there's a higher power that's watching out for you right now. And here, is your card for guidance. And this is a card of change. So I do feel with this card of change coming, and I know we're getting ready to go into Leo season. I know it's a month away still, but I feel during this, this reading is for Leos. During this month, you're going to recognize where you're putting your efforts, and if they're balanced, if there's a give and take, both sides of this, if situations or things that you value are balanced, and if they're not, you can see there will be change, there will be some clarity, there will be I feel like you're going to be keeping your emotions out of the situation, and I don't see any swords right now, but again, this is just this initial read. So I do feel like there is going to be a situation when this clarity does come in for you where you recognize what's out of balance, and why this return, like with the 7 of coins upright, this manifestation that you're doing, why it didn't reach that peak. Because I just feel like there's something that needs to be tweaked. There's some sort of change that's going to need to happen in order to restore and to establish balance in this situation before it moves to that peak experience. I do hope this helps you in some way, and we'll see you back here next month, Leo. If you are interested in the extended read, the link is below in the description box. I will see you back here next month. Hello and welcome back, Leos, and let's gain some clarity on what these imbalances and what these changes are that we are looking at for the month of July. So the first card for clarity on this 7 of coins is the 2 of staves in reverse. So this looks like either a decision that you haven't made or you're putting off making. Some of you may even be trying to avoid making. And I feel like this decision is preventing or blocking or delaying you moving forward. Again, the 2 in reverse, I feel like there's just something that is not balanced. There's something going on that you're not seeing when you're originally looking at this or listening to this reading. It may be something because with the 7 of cups in reverse, I see this clarity coming in for you to see through the fog of confusion and all of that. And I feel so when you're originally looking at this message, if it's at the very beginning of July or even at the end of June, that is the information is just not clear. Maybe you're not clearly seeing what's imbalanced right now, but you're going to recognize this. You're going to see it when this becomes clear. You will be seeing what this is that's not imbalanced, and you're going to, I feel you're going to make a decision to create this change, this shift that puts things back in balance, is to bring this 7 of coins through the, you'll be working at something towards this dream, towards this wish in order to do it, to reach that goal. I just feel right now there's something that's not balanced, and until you recognize this and see this and initiate this change to restore the balance in this, that's what is kind of holding you up a little bit. Bam! Like this. So what I do see is that you will be stepping into your power. Once you recognize this imbalance, once you see it for what it is, once you step in, with this imbalance, this could be very well. You are giving and giving and giving, and you're not receiving. Leos are very generous. They have a huge heart. They're very generous people. And with this Six of Coins in reverse and this Queen of Staves, right, clarifying this, I'm feeling like there's a situation, maybe even more than one, because you got this Seven of Cups over there. Maybe there's a bunch of different situations where you're giving and giving and giving, and it's not reciprocated, whatever that is, and then you keep wondering, why do I keep coming short on this manifestation, on reaching this peak experience? And this is going to be the month. We have this new moon in your 12th house. This is all about endings. This is about intuition. This is a really big house for you Leos this month. So this can be that time where this is all coming clear. You're going to recognize it. You're going to see it for what it is, and you're going to initiate this change. You look at the owl. Your wisdom from the previous experiences are going to help you. Your intuition is going to guide you. There is going to be some sort of assistance, like that, like wisdoms from previous experiences. Your intuition kicking in and saying, you're feeding this situation, and what you're getting back from is leaving you looking like this. So what is that? How can you put that into balance in order, what work do you need to do to restore the balance or get balance in this situation in order to keep moving forward, to reach that wish in that peak experience? That's what you're looking at this month, Leos. And let's see. You got the Seven of Cups in reverse. You got the Queen of Cups in reverse right here. Whatever this situation is that I feel you have to look at and see clearly, and probably have several options about, has a big emotional impact. Some of these, for some of you, this is about relationships that are just not emotionally fulfilling. They're not nurturing situations. Loving you. I feel like there's a lack of emotional fulfillment, security, stability in certain situations. And as painful as I feel like this is going to be, and I do kind of feel like it is going to be a little bit painful, and not because of the situation itself, but I feel it's because you Leos have such a beautiful, genuine, generous heart. And when when you're fueling or feeding your love, your passion, this high vibration that I know y'all have, because I'm a Leo too, to people who are just sucking it out of you, this is what you're left feeling like, emotionally just drained. And I feel like this is what you're recognizing this month. I feel like for you, let's see what's going on for you this month. I feel like there are just situations and things that are going on that it's going to become very clear this month that, maybe you get back a little bit, but you're giving a lot and you're not getting back that peak. It's just not a balanced situation. So I feel for you Leos that this month you're going to be looking at situations in your life where you have to recognize where you're giving and giving and giving and you're not receiving, and this imbalance is creating this emotional lack for you, or depletion, like feeling like very let down, and emotionally drained is the what I keep saying and what I keep feeling. So let me get this other deck and we'll get some more information about this. Yeah. I feel like, remember what I said about this? Like, this is manifesting and gaining, like seeing a harvest, just not that wish fulfillment harvest, not that peak harvest. And I feel that this is throughout this month, you're going to recognize and create some change. There's clearly going to be change that is going to turn this card around for you, because the Fool card in reverse, it's like the fear of taking a leap of faith. The Fool in this deck is a brand new beginning, taking that leap of faith, trusting in yourself and your intuition. Again, and see right here with this Queen of Cups, she's the most intuitive sign in this deck. So I do feel your intuition, again, with this 12th house coming in for you, this new moon on the very beginning of July, your intuition is going to be tapping in and telling you, guiding you, giving you some advice, like recognizing situations where you're investing in, like there's this unbalanced investment. You're putting in your time, your energy, your love, your heart, whatever it is you're putting into, and it's just not a balanced situation. And I feel like your intuition, you're clearly seeing it, and your intuition is really high, heightened this month especially. But I feel like there's a part of you that is afraid to make that decision, to take that step, to create that change. Ultimately, I feel with this Queen of Staves, she is coming back into her power. It could be a situation which just says, it's like the straw that breaks the camel's back, so to speak. And it's like, this is it. I know what I got to do, and boundaries, that's going to be a huge thing, knowing, and you're going to be a little bit more, I feel like there's a lot of wisdom, and the owl's just looking right at me, and I'm feeling like, oh yeah, past experiences are going to say, take them experiences and the wisdom gained from those, use them to your advantage, step into your power, know your worth. And I've been yelling this at Leos for a long time. Okay, we talked about this 6 of coins up there in reverse where things aren't balanced. This is the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. There's that 7 that I told you you're going to be, manifesting, but that's not the peak experience. This would be the peak experience, except for this is in reverse. So I'm feeling like until you recognize these imbalanced situations, and I feel like it's not just I really don't even feel like it's on a monetary way. I more feel for you that it very well can be, but I feel like it's a combination of emotional things that you value, like things that are really near and dear to your heart. And it's like you would give and give and give, and then this situation would do nothing but take and take and take. And I feel there's going to be the absolute need for you to recognize these situations where they are. And for some of you, there clearly has to be, all of you, there's going to have to be a decision that is made. And for some of you, I feel like, you can make a decision to change the way this is through so many different ways. One of them being, the way you communicate, expressing your feelings, and seeing where that goes. For others of you, I feel like you're just going to have to, make the decision to say, no, I'm done. I'm done handing out. For people who wouldn't, I said this a long time ago. I've seen it on Facebook a billion times. And it's like, you got to stop crossing oceans for people who wouldn't jump through puddles for you. And so this is what I'm feeling is going to happen for you during the next month for you Leos, until we get into your season. But I feel like what this is doing for you from the month of June until the end of July, until we hit Leo season, is it's allowing you the opportunity to step back into your power, to recognize, to know your worth, to create the change that works for you, to align with your true authentic self. And I can't speak for any of you, but I will speak for me as a Leo myself. I know that when I am putting something into a situation and it's not reciprocated, like I have a very big deal. I'm so generous, so generous. But if I feel somebody is taking advantage of me, I'll tell you right now, you'll see the Queen of Swords come out of me. Like, it's no one's business. I promise that. I'll cut that right off. I will step into my power. I know my worth. I won't allow that. And so this change, this transition, when there is change in the air, there are situations where we're going to have to recognize what is not working, what is draining us, what is sucking the life right out of us emotionally. And like I said, Leos have an amazing heart, and to have this be their feeling, their emotion, what they're going through right now, that is not the kind that is, I know that's not a good thing. I just know that. So let's continue on. And the Two of Wands, so in reverse. You got the Two of Wands in reverse up there, and you got the Two of Wands in reverse right here. That's a very big deal. It's having to make a decision. It's having to recognize, to see things clearly, to own what is real. And you know, I feel like it's going to be, you know, a little hard emotionally. I feel like it's going to be hard on your heartstrings. However, I feel like once you can make that decision, once you step into that power, once you use that, your strength, your courage, all of that stuff to shift things, to change things, to no longer allow, and it, you know, establish them boundaries, like this is it, you know, this is my line in the sand, and I wouldn't recommend crossing it, you know, but I feel like that's going to really shift things for you and bring you back into alignment as far as that brand new beginning, because I feel like there's a brand new beginning for you. And not only do I feel like there's a brand new beginning, I feel like this beginning is the path towards very emotion, you know, there's such fulfillment. I feel like in your physical form, in your material world, in your emotional world, in your drive, your ambition, all of that. I feel like there's this brand new path that you're getting ready to align with. But it's a matter of recognizing what's not serving you, releasing that, letting that go, stepping into your power, knowing your worth. It is a big deal. I really feel it's a big deal. So here's your additional message. Embrace the truth. See past the illusion. And you know as well as I do, people can paint a picture. They can see, you know, some people won't own the truth if it was sitting in the front of their face. And I don't feel this is a month that's going, I don't feel like it's you anyways, but I feel like this is the month where you don't need validation from this one, that one, or the third one. You know your truth. You know what is right for you, and there's not, you know, I do feel like it's going to be emotionally disappointing and sad. I really feel like it's going to be kind of, I feel like heartbreaking, and it's kind of interesting because I'm already feeling, on a personal level, I'm already seeing this this shift and this coming to light, and seeing it clearly is great, and it's, you know, I'm very grateful and appreciative, you know, for that clarity. Doesn't make it easy, and it has been emotionally, you know, I've definitely been doing some cleansing, but at the end of the day, it's what's gonna, you know, it's allowing me the opportunity to change the way I look at a situation, change the situation itself that I'm in. It's my opportunity, or your opportunity, all of our opportunity, to create change that brings in these beautiful things, this new, brand new path forward. The there's your peak experience. You know, this, not only this peak experience, this is beautiful. Like, this card upright talks about stability, security, abundance, all of that stuff in things that you value, relationships, your finances, your work situation, all of this, and all that's going to go on for you for this month, Leo, is recognizing this, being clear, making the decision to change things that are not working, that are not for your greater good, and having to see past the illusion or the picture that gets painted, you know, and see the truth for what it is. It's you know, it's not always easy. I want to say that, you know, people you've loved for a long time, they can be members of your family. It doesn't matter. Jobs that you've been in forever, none of that. It's a matter of seeing it clearly and seeing what's not in alignment, what's out of balance, because this is what we're working on right now, restoring that balance for our greater good, to be able to move forward into this beautiful, prosperous, abundant way forward. Leos, I wish you all the best. Thank you for joining me here, and I will see you back here next month.